Welcome to the Forgotten Legion YouTube channel.
Hey guys, it's Simon here with the Forgotten Legion, and today is the first of our new series, Straight Out of Calth, which will focus on making a affordable Horus Heresy army using the Betrayal Calth plastics, third-party upgrade kits, as well as Forge World upgrade kits from Forge World, obviously. So what we're looking at today is actually Blood and Skull Industries. It's their Deimos pattern Rhino upgrade kit. Machinator was kind enough to send us out not only the Rhino upgrade kit, but also the parts for the turret and assorted weapons too. So we'll look at those after we get this whole Rhino put together. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to cut the Rhino out, and then you're going to clip it off the sprue. Then you're going to take a saw blade. I have mine right here. And you know where the exhaust ports are here, so you're gonna cut down basically until it's smooth, and then you'll take the upgrade kit, which is right here, and take a nice look at that. Got the square look to it, and it mounts on the housing like this. Get that way. It sits just like that. You got the nice running board, and then you've got one of the doors right here. So just kind of sits like that. Sorry, it probably wasn't the clearest. Yeah, sits like that. So I'm gonna put this together for y'all today, so we can kind of see how it goes together. So you get your super glue, because this is resin, so you're gonna need plastic glue. Is not gonna cut it. Let's get that there. I'll be making this into a Rhino for my Blood Angels, and it is likely I will be putting an assault cannon on the sponson weapon, just because. Why not? And here we go. That's right there like that. Which you see there. Perfectly mounted. Do maybe a little bit of minor gap filling later, but other than that, I think we're good to go. So I will say, be careful when you're sawing this out, because I definitely cut my thumb real well when I did it. Just pay attention, and then kind of do that. You will probably have to clean it up a little bit. I noticed there's still a little bit of a burr right here, so I'm gonna try and get that off. I'm doing this with an X-Acto blade, but honestly, it's probably easier to do with sandpaper. But I don't have any, so I'm gonna do it this way. And then I'll probably just see if I can get this off just a little bit more. The other thing you're going to want to do when you do this is anyone who knows, sawing into anything plastic, resin, metal, it's going to leave dust, it's going to leave particulates. You're going to want to wear a mask. Last thing you want is breathing in plastic bits or resin bits into your lungs, which is not good for you. So once again, we've got this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the second part, which is right here. It's a nice little step-by-step for a Rhino, too, if you are brand new and have never built a Rhino either. So there's that. I'm going to clean it up a little bit with the X-Acto blade, just so we have a nice, clean, flush surface for everything to go in when we get to putting the roof and stuff on. Nice and smooth. Alright, so then as you know, we're going to go ahead and glue these here so that everything matches up. And there we go. We got ourselves another Rhino side. So I'm just going to pop this apart. There we go. Glue's in place. Yep. Alrighty. And then go ahead and mount the second one just like that. So when I'm doing the glue, I'm doing it basically where it's going to sit. So around the edge of the door, the edge of the exhaust, just not too much, but enough that it'll be a nice, solid connection. The last thing you want is your nice Blood and Skulls Industry upgrade kit falling off or getting messed up. That would be unfortunate. There we go. And there's the second one. So it's a little bit up to you to make sure these are accurate in regards to spacing. I think I might have a little bit of asymmetry, but it'll probably be okay in the end. So next thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and mount the doors. So here's one of the doors. Actually, one of the really nice things is, I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, there we go. You got these two little dots right. Yeah, they're like right here, and they're corresponding on the doors. Right there and right there. So you don't have to worry about messing the doors up. You just mount them up and you're good to go. So I'm going to do just a dot of glue on each of these. And there you go. First door's on. Looking good so far, I think. Let's go ahead and do the second one. So one of the nice things that Blood and Skulls Industry does is there's a little divot where I can get my clippers in, so I don't have to worry about messing anything up or breaking any of the resin. And I gotta say, these are excellently casted. There's hardly any mold lines. There's a little bit of flash, but I'm gonna clean that up right now, and that's kind of just what you come to expect when you're working with resin. So clean that up, and then go ahead and put that on. There we go. Alright, and like I said, we've got those little dots right here and right here, corresponding on the backside. So I'll get the glue. Dot there, and dot there. We're good to go. Boom. Second door is mounted. So now we've got both sides with their doors mounted. So now I'm going to cut out the bottom panel right here. This piece right here. Everyone knows this is like the kind of the linchpin of the Rhino kit. Clean that up just a little bit. So the running board basically, not the running board, but like the undercarriage basically has these tabs here, 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 and here, which correspond with the tabs on the Rhinos, which are here and here. One of the things with this old Rhino kit is these tabs are filled in by plastic. It's almost like plastic flash, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that out right now. So you can see there should be a gap right here, and there's not. So with taking my X-Acto blade, I'm just going to kind of cut into there. And there we go. Got the gap now. And then I'm going to do the same for the one in the back. And boom. There you go. Nice easy cleanup. Rhino's an old kit, but it's definitely one of those kits that has withstood the test of time. Slide in properly. There we go. Let's see this side. Yep, this side's also got it, so let's clean them up. While we're at it, we might as well clean them up. There we go. That's this one. Yep, alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on either side here, along the tab, and then just right along here. I think that's visible, yeah. And get us a nice, good seal with the floor. Now, I also could have put glue up the front here, but I opted not to. Personally, I just don't do it when I put it together, and that's how you put your Rhinos together is really up to you. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Little glue here, little glue here, then glue here. And now what I realized is what I should have done is I did not get the back hatch. And the last thing we want is to glue our sides together without the back hatch. That would be unfortunate. So we've got the rear hatch right here. It's the same on both types of rhinos. You're not seeing anything special here. Interesting to note though, even if you mess up this rhino, you can always fix it. You know, just kind of like if I hadn't done that, you can always just chop off the little tabs here and go ahead and go like that. So let's go ahead and get this mounted in here. Rhino door going in. Let's see. It's not wanting to cooperate today. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry, I had to try and make sure, get everything kind of placed. The Rhino is being a little bit difficult, and there is still a little bit of a gap on the top here, but I will do my best to rectify that. Probably after this video. Use some green stuff and get some gap filling in there. Should be alright. So we got this here. So go ahead and take a look at this. You got one of the very recognizable pieces of that Deimos pattern Rhino. And it is right here. That front kind of armored slit. It's got the hood. If you want to compare how it would look on the Mars pattern Rhino, which is the base GW Rhino, it looks like that. So clear difference. This one looks way more badass, and obviously this one screams heresy. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount this. Just slots right in. It's real nice. Just kind of pop it in. There you go. Obviously, I'll glue it into place, but there's a little, like I said, there's that gap right there, but that's more to do with the GW kit. Actually, that's all to do with the GW kit, but that'll be fine. That's how putting rhinos together is. Everyone knows that. So you got that. And the other thing I didn't mention, but we'll do next, is the signature exhaust ports on the Deimos. You see these? I mean, that's one of those things, it's like you see that, you're like, alright, that's heresy. And that's what this is about. So just kind of clip them off the sprue. Clean that up just a little bit there. And then, right here, you've got this spot right here. Just glue it on, like that. I mean, it's as simple as that, really. So we'll do that for each one of these. So I'm just going to put just a dab. You don't need, you know, I use Loctite super glue. You don't need a ton of it. But you want to know that it stays on there nice and solid. And there we go. Look at that. So I'm going to move the rubber band. I'm going to do the second one. Clipped off. And as you can tell with kind of the way the exhausts go, each one has a different side to it. So this one's going to go over here. So this time I'm going to try it a little differently. Just do some glue right along here. I gotta say, I love putting this kit together. I mean, this just like, it's a cool heresy rhino. It's one of those things I've enjoyed putting it together, and Machinator's resin is just, it's sublime. You know, it kind of got that dark color, but there's no big warpages. There's hardly any flash. The gates are placed in spots where it's not going to be a pain to clip something off. Like if anyone's worked with the Forge World Mark III backpacks, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And boom. There you go. There's that side. That is a heresy looking rhino, if you ask me. Once again, same thing. Just going to put some glue right along here. Get the last exhaust. Slide it into place right there. And there we go. Boom, boom. You got the front. I mean, look at this. I mean, does that not say horse heresy to you? Finally, we're going to go ahead and mount the kind of the turret cupolas, I guess. I think that's the word for 'em. So just going to do this like this. Actually, we'll do that like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just kind of nice little ring around there. There we go. There's that. And then we got this little bad boy, which is the built-in bolter. So I said I was thinking about doing assault cannons, but I think for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and go with the classic, just a twin link bolter on top. It's got a nice, you just kind of slot it in, like so. It slides up and through, and there you go. Just got to clean off this gate. Clean it again. And then take the X-Acto, just clean this up just a little bit. Get a nice flushed seal. There you go. And that just sits right in like that. Well, it will as soon as I clean this up just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. So I'm not going to glue this in place because personally I like pretending to have being able to move this around a little bit. You got up or down doing that. I mean it's pretty cool, and it really looks very Horus Heresy. Definitely gives Forge World a run for their money in regards to making a cool Heresy looking tank. So like I said, I was going to make this into a Rhino, and I will. But what I'm going to do, actually, for starting now, is we have Smash Trainer sent us the bits to make the Predator turret. So while this will technically be a Rhino, I'm going to show you how it looks to put these the Predator weapon bits, at least a turret, on top. He also sent the sponsons, and I'll put those together probably, but that'll probably be in a separate video. So once again, just kind of take your X-Acto blade, trim off some of that excess resin in the back. You want a nice, snug fit. I'm just going to take this around the edge. But, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's just like, you got, let's see if you can get a good look at that. Yeah, it's flawless. You know, there's no warping, none of that. I mean, it's really impressive. So, we'll go ahead and slot this in, like so. So, we can do it like that, but personally, I've always kind of liked the turns in the back, even though the exhaust doesn't really make a whole lot of sense like that. So, yeah, I think what we'll do is, yeah, we'll go switch it. We'll do it this way. This is how it's supposed to look. So, it just sits in there like that. It's nice, and that's the nice thing. You just pop that out, and, for example, what you can do is, we have the Rhino doors here. So, what I'm going to do is show you a kind of neat little trick I learned when I first got into the hobby. So you can, this was to change Razorbacks and Rhinos, but the concept is the same. So we do here, we got one of the Rhino doors. Once again, kind of got that plastic flash. It's an old, like I said before, it's an older kit that's kind of to be expected with a lot of those. Especially it shows a little bit of the warping on the hull. But I'll do my best to fix that with some hot water or maybe just probably liquid green stuff. Hobbyist best friend right there. So you got your door, got this one, and then we're going to go ahead and cut out the other one. So and then once again, just clean up some of that flash that's on there from. And then what I'm going to do is actually glue these together now. So you just take your glue, kind of situate it along here, and just kind of run it along the crevices like this. And then Got that. You got yourself a Rhino door. So, you can do this. You've got that there. Boom. Now you got a Horse Heresy Rhino. Boy, is it nice to look at. I'll do the tracks later because tracks are a pain in the ass. I just don't feel like dealing with them right now. But, like I said, we're going to look at Machinator's Predator kit. So, I'm going to mount this back on. And then, I'm going to go ahead, pop out the turret. So, we've got the turret here. And what we have is there's ridges in the bottom of this. Yeah, right here. And then there's the kind of the nubs just right here so it can move up or down. And it just slots in like that. Just nice and easy. You stick that there. Boom. There you go. I cannot tell if there's something I can put on the bottom of this to have it stay in place. But, so we got this. So it just sits in here like that. And then I'll show you some of the weapons that we got coming with it. Go ahead and glue the turret, the hatch on. Just mount the hatch like that. There's your turret. So, what I'm going to do is, I unfortunately don't have the magnets for it. But, what you absolutely could do is take magnets, put them in here, and then mount some in here as well. See, you got the little holes for that. And then you got magnetized weapons. Unfortunately, I don't have them, so I'm just going to probably just glue them into place, which I know is not a great way to show how versatile this kit is, but it is. I mean, it is impressive how much you can do with these. So, because I'm making this into a Blood Angels Predator, I am absolutely putting the twin-linked assault cannons onto them, making kind of a Heresy Ball Predator. I'm not going to lie, I really, really like how these assault cannons look. I've never been fond of GW's big, blocky ones, and these look like something that should be just shooting out tons of weapon, like just vomiting fire at you. So we have these, and these can mount here, like so. So you got the assault cannons. You've also got the auto cannons. Just same thing, or these are las cannons, so they just kind of sit in here like that. I'll show you, just as an example. So you got the las cannons, and they sit like that. They're a little bit, they're not quite as long as GW's, but that's honestly okay. I think it's a little bit better. It looks a little bit more realistic. And then you've got the auto cannons, which, I mean, come on. If I wasn't doing the assault cannons, I'd have, look at these things. I mean, they're just badass looking. Just, I mean, it's kind of got the muzzle brake, the recoil compensator, the air cooling. It's just, I mean, these are cool. These are really cool. And with the new Predator Rite of War, you can make yourself some badass Predators that look Heresy authentic real easily. Last thing I'm going to do is we've got the plasma cannon. Now, if you want to make that plasma executioner, go ahead and do that. Look at that. Just boom. Drop in strength 7, AP2 templates all over everyone. But like I said, I'm going to go with the assault cannons for the day. So these just slot in here like this. Nice and easy. I'm going to go ahead and glue them into place. So I'm sure some of you are probably screaming, no, don't do it. Just buy magnets online so you can magnetize your weapon. I should do that. Not going to. Because, one, realistically, I'm probably only going to run these with assault cannons because that's basically the crux of my list for my Blood Angels. And two, I'm not. I mean, that's not a very great answer, but I probably won't this time. Next time, though, I absolutely will show you how to magnetize it, do everything like that. So, these both slot in like that. Now we've got 12 barrels of hell just ready to gun you down. It just slots in like this. And just sits nice and easy like that, really. I mean, you've got your turn, it moves up and down. I suppose if you wanted to glue it in, you could. I wouldn't, but as always, that's the personal taste. So you got that. You know, just sits. You can spin. You know, you got your turn, just shooting out bullets. We'll look at the sponsing kit the next time we make a video, and that mounts the same way, and there were actually magnets for that, but that allows you to swap out the weapons and stuff along there. So what I may end up doing is, I didn't think about it, but I might pry these off, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, this is Blood and Skull Industries. This is their Deimos pattern kind of upgrade kit. So they'll put a link to the store. It's pretty cheap. I think it's $20, I believe. At least for the Rhino kits. I'm not 100% sure on the turret, but the link will be in the comment. The link will be in the description, so you can just kind of take a look at that. But yeah, let's get one more look at that. I mean, you got that. You know, I mean, it's a beautiful kit. It's gone to get, as you've seen. I mean, it's gone to get. The stuff I've struggled with has been on GW's side. It's nothing to do with Machinator. And it's great. I mean, you're going to have, I'm looking forward to rolling this thing out with my Blood Angels. I mean, it's gonna be fantastic. So, yeah, there we go. That's that.